Hey, the Ed, how are you?
Hello?
The Ed.
Hey, this is Dave.
Yeah, it's the Dave. We're on the podcast now. Your dreams come true. Thanks to your son for hooking us up with the phone number and everything. And now, yeah, like I don't know if you just heard what I was talking about there. I would like to do an ongoing thing where we do a listener co-host type thing. Like I say, maybe once a week, once a month. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, I'll probably do it every day.
No, I don't want you to do it every day. And as a matter of fact, I don't know. I think it would be fun to rotate different listeners who would like a chance to join us here on the podcast and weigh in with their thoughts about whatever's going on in the world of sports. Fun, right?
Yeah, they probably could. You know, you just let them talk and they say what they got to say, because they'll be talking about sports, and don't let them talk about soap operas, though, because a lot of people don't want to hear about that. They want to hear about what's going on in sports.
Right. Well, no,
everybody else talk about other silly stuff that I don't got no idea about.
Yeah, well, I didn't suggest that we talk about soap operas. That's exactly what I think we should focus on is sports, the Ed. But let me just give everybody your background for the people who aren't familiar with you, calling into, like I say, to the various radio shows we've done over the last couple of years here. Now, you are a 55-year-old man, right?
Yeah, I just had a birthday in June. Because, listen, I had used to be 54.
Right.
And then you get a birthday, June 14, because you say your birthday was like June 10 or 32nd or something like that.
No, June 11th to be exact. Yeah, I'm not.
June 11th.
32. I think
so
they're only
3 days older than me. So I turned 55.
Well, no, I'm not 3 days older than you. I'm younger than you. My birthday on the calendar comes 3 days ahead.
Every year you always older, because you on June 11th. I'm June 14, and then the birthdays come, you got a party, and I'll probably have a party, and then, you know, things like that. Hey, my son said he emailed you like 2 weeks ago, and now you just finally called today.
Well, no, listen, I was thrilled to hear from you, in fact, because I know that you're an old school guy. Is it fair to describe you that way? So I was surprised that, you know, using the computer and everything might be, you know, listening to a podcast. It's cutting edge. It's 21st century technology. So I didn't even know if you were aware of the fact that I was doing a podcast. So I was thrilled to get that email.
It's on the internet, and then we just got the internet back today.
Uh-huh.
And because we had a wireless, and first we had it on the cable, and then my son got DirecTV, and then
great.
He hooked up DirecTV, but there ain't no internet with it, so he said, "Oh, we got to go buy an internet card or something," and he told me 2 weeks ago he's gonna get it, and every day I sit there, when are we gonna get this? When are we gonna get this? We don't never get it. Then today, this morning, about 9:30, I think about 9:32. Yeah, about 9:32, he came in and said, "Look, got the internet card," and he put it in. It took about 5 minutes to hook it up.
I don't want to interrupt you, the Ed, but you remember how you were just saying a few minutes ago that we should talk about sports and things that people care about, not things that no one has any interest in. When you got hooked up with the internet, probably the average person doesn't care very much about. I don't want to be rude to you, but I just don't think. So let's just talk about some other stuff then. So you're a 55-year-old man. You are from Vegas. And then you did actually live a little while in Pittsburgh, my hometown, and now you've moved to Los Angeles, right?
Yep, and I would like to move back to Las Vegas, because
why?
There ain't really much gambling out here in Los Angeles. You got to always call the kid on the phone and be like, "Hey, I need to make this bet." And then sometimes he don't want to pay on time, and, you know, he sure want that money on time when you make a bet.
A bookie, you mean?
Whatever he is, his name's Mike.
Yeah, but I'm just saying his trade. I think they typically call that a bookie, someone who you call take your action.
Bets, and he gives like when a movie comes out, the next day he'll have it on video and he'll bring it over to the house, try to sell it to him for $10.
I see. Movie Mike, and he also makes book on the side, huh?
Yeah, he take all the bets, everything.
He's an entrepreneur, in other words, then. So you're not enjoying L.A. overall? That's pretty much the impression. You've been in L.A. now for what, about 6-8 months? Is that right?
Yeah, probably about 6 to 12 months. 6 to
12 months, somewhere in that range. And you're a fascinating guy. You're a great gambler. You love to put a little action on pretty much every sporting event. But you really are not a big fan of, specifically, it seems like you weren't a big fan of the Lakers, right?
No, I don't like the Lakers too much. You know, they don't have, Kareem and Magic and all those guys. Cody Ryan just don't really do too much for me. The
Kobe
kid is
Bryant.
a ball hog, and all that stuff like that. You know, he don't listen, don't want to, you know, be nice to people, and, you know.
His name's Kobe Bryant, though.
Yeah, what's his number is? He even changed his number to mess up people who bought the jerseys. He's like, look, I need some extra cash, I'm going to change my number.
I don't know that he directly sees that cash.
No, he did it, yeah.
He went from 8 to 24.
Yeah, he did it. You know, he changed it right up.
Kobe Bryant, though, is his name, just to make sure you know what his name is there. But so I want to get into that with you and what's going on in the Olympics. Of course, Kobe and his teammates are over there playing ball over in China. But just quickly to wrap up who you are, your background. You are now.
My name is Ed, capital E.
No.
A little bitty D.
Right.
Miller, capital M-I-L-L.
Yeah. I want to say not E-R, it's just R?
No, listen, capital E.
No, let's not go over it again. I'm sorry, I made a mistake there. I guess we got that clearly. So now you are an impressive guy, not just as a gambler, though, but for a man who's 55, you do very nicely with the ladies, right? I mean, are you still, last we spoke, I think it was probably a month, 6 weeks ago, you were with a woman who's 28, am I right?
I ain't with her no more. She gone. That's the one I sent back to Las Vegas.
Oh, you sent her back.
$59 one way, Southwest. You got to go. See ya. You got to go. Yep, $59 for one way.
So do you have a new lady then?
No. I mean, I've been trying to meet a couple girls, but it's kind of hard. Mm-hmm. You know, some of them are nice, some of them ain't nice, and then some are pretty, some ain't pretty. It's hard to get a nice, pretty girl. Sometimes you got to get one that ain't so pretty and just really nice, or one that's not so nice and, you know, pretty.
Well, what's better to have if you had to choose? The pretty girl who sometimes isn't so nice?
Yeah. I always like to have something to look at.
Yeah.
But sometimes if she's going to stay over and stay at my house, she's got to be nice. So a lot of the nice ones, not so pretty, they're the ones that stay over.
But again, it's not your house, though, right? Isn't it your son's house? Your son's a telemarketer here in L.A., and so you live under his roof. It's not really your house.
I pay 10% of all the bills, and so I'd say it's mine.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. If you're 10% owner of a team, you're really a minority owner then.
Well, I mean, I'm not Mexican.
Well, no, that's not what I was saying at all. That's not what I was... Anyway, let's move on then, Ed. So, anyway, good luck with the ladies. I'm surprised. This is, one of the few times where you're a swinging single. You're usually tied up with a girl who's half your age, and it's really impressive.
Well, I mean, I met a girl about a week and a half ago. Mm-hmm. Her name's Teresa. She's
really?
31. She's pretty nice looking. Me and her went out to dinner one night.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we ate some food and talked, and then we talked and ate some more food. Mm-hmm. You know.
That sounds like a nice night.
Yeah.
Where'd you go out to eat? I'd say usually you like to cook on the grill at home, but you took her out for a nice night.
Yeah, we cook on the grill about 4 nights a week. I mean, You still were supposed to come to the barbecue, and you never came by. You didn't call. You didn't say nothing. So
I really want to, Ed. I really would like to.
When I put those flyers, I put some flyers out and said, hey, if you like Dave's show, come to the barbecue. Mm-hmm. You know, I put flyers all over, like 2 or 3 neighborhoods. And didn't nobody show up except for, like, just people I knew. I mean, you know, I invited, like, celebrities and everything and told them, and they didn't come.
What celebrities did you talk to?
Well, I mean, I was telling people, hey, if you know Jamie Foxx, tell him we got a barbecue, you know. If you know Will Smith or Kurt Rambis or, you know, Chick Hearn or somebody, just tell them, come on down.
I don't know that all of those people even have the ability at this point to attend, but so that would have been great, though. Yeah, listen, I'm sorry. We just, I've got a busy schedule, Ed, and by the way, you know, I don't know, you know, my wife, Miss Cindy, you don't know her, but you maybe have heard me speak of her from time to time. She is, in fact, pregnant with our second child. That's right, our second child.
You know what caused that, right?